underway in Buffalo. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, and Heineke looking to pass it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Heineke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Heineke. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Heineke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Brosans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Heineke. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down. Heineke. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Heineke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger offense and Justin Herbert heading back onto the field. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Bryant. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Heineke to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They go play action. Now Heineke. And this one is incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Herbert on third down now. He finds his man complete. That's Bryant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught at the 3. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking two.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Heineke. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Heineke on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Heineke. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they'll throw again, Heineke. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert's throw is on target to Likely. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Herbert. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Heineke, that one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's James returning. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd and very short, Herbert on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Herbert. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bryant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Heineke. He finds his man Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now in Buffalo. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. And they'll run it again with Penny. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
Eluding the pressure right.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Heineke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Throwing on second down.
Heineke
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Fourth down, Heineke.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Penny up the middle. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Winston. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Winston. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Able to slither by. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills getting set to go.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Winston.
Finds Strong on the check down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Jameis to throw it.
Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now out come the Bills.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So, for the Chargers, hey, you get away.